Okay, so same thing. We'll just have Zav tank Skull off to the left. Doesn't really matter. I guess Medri can pick up the other two-ish and kind of kite him. Bramby can grab the ads that Skull has.
You
Okay.
guys don't do
Yeah, do a quick
Tranquilair
ready
unless
check.
you're group 1. No Tranquilair, please.
Just Zayu and blasters. That should be good enough. So let's just MD Skull to Zav, and then we can go.
Ollie. Cleanse that. He's not attacking. He's bugged.
Just take him no Bram. Go
Alright,
Sav.
just grab these guys.
Allah Akbar.
Nice to get some skull shards from them.
Then we can just do Skull and X right on top of each other, I think. That's what we did last time, I think, eventually. But then, yeah, EB, root, square, and then Daddy Beef, root, circle.
Is
Nah.
Bramby
Yeah, Bramby's taking... Bramby can take Skull, Magic can take X. It's fine.
same MDs? Hunters?
Yeah, get the MDs up. I'll do a quick bull timer.
Back. Back on the house here. There, is that another?
Dispel sheet.
Oh, it's the next one.
Let's just go back to the room. Do it the easy way. EB, you
let
can let
mine
yours
break.
go. Yeah, EB, let yours go.
We got like 20 seconds, so get up there.
Which is yours, Evie? That's your circle.
Square. 10 seconds. Two, one. Inked. Bombing jump. Purpose jump. Jeez.
Daddy, no.
Oh shit.
If I got all out for it.
That would have been bad.
Okay, Daddy, you can let the other one go while you're
It's
dead.
been
Anyway,
late,
so
Steph.
it will
Anyway,
come.
so yeah.
Oh no.
Oh shit, found one.
You reset?
Oh, did it reset? Thanks, Brad.
No,
Somebody
it's
go.
coming.
Okay, cool.
It's coming for you, Evie.
Oh fuck.
Fucking 3 in a row.
Can I get a res? I'm in the twins love chamber.
Oh, lucky.
Just run back, you lazy sack of shit.
No way, he passes right here.
I got you. Oh, never mind.
Also, I think it's called The Witch's Sanctum. But Twins Love's trailer works well too.
I didn't say trailer.
Chamber.
There is a little chamber behind me.
Trailers just used to love trailers.
There is a.
I don't live in Arkansas.
Wow.
Arkansas.
I live in a trailer.
Who's on an Aliar? I see.
Okay, so in Harmony, done raiding altogether.
Hopefully they don't need 20 more to kill her.
20 warlocks. 20 backup warlocks.
Alright, so we can just, I forgot how we do that. Yeah, Bramby do X, Bramby do Skull, Medjay do X.
Alright, let me wait for the little
Yeah.
dog one.
Yeah, just do your misdirect and then go when you can, I guess, at this point.
Incoming soonish.
And then we got, yeah, there you go.
Alright, coming now. think we're supposed to stack here.
Nobody's healing Medri.
Battery. Heal battery.
Give me a Medjay.
We'll stack on Daddy if possible.
Oops. My bad.
Pro as fuck.
I was doing big boy stuff, Bramby.
Oh,
couldn't
and
keep
then I
up.
just got cold. Anyway.
Alright, holy damage on that guy.
Get him.
Yep, holy damage on the skull. There we go.
Stack.
Run back if you're dead.
No way, Dirty.
Taka. Taka.
Because you're fucking slackers.
Stack on Daddy Beef. Halo, do it. Halo. That was kind of bad, Dirk. I think you could do better.
The Holy Trinity. Oh, you guys have a name now?
But there's 4 of you.
Trinity.
You're
Is it
forgetting
you?
about Jayu. He
Yeah,
does
dude.
big boy smites.
Zay can come to the meetings, but he can't sit on the council.
He's too friendly with the shadow.
He can have 5/8 the vote. He can't have a full vote.
It's unfair.
Alright, let's get ready to move up. Remember max range this dude, if you can.
Are we taking it?
Medri.
Yep.
That's you.
Max range, so
Medri's just standing
Put
there.
the eye on the left guy.
Spell.
And totems.
Bauman, you might be too close to the troll.
Nah, he's good.
Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a look for it.
Go, go, MD, go.
Yeah, I got it.
max range so you don't get polymorphed.
go.
What
That was
the
a polymorph
fuck?
tank. Woo! You didn't pull aggro's polymorph tank.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't even close.
You just second. Off tank taco.
Put on your shadow resist.
Or don't and just live low.
Alright, so we all stack kinda here-ish, if unless you're melee. Medjuri tanks skull up there, Bramby tanks X a little bit in front of us.
Can I get kings, please? Thank you, good sir.
Alright, so let's get the Mr. X on skull to Medjuri, X to Bramby. And here we go, full timer.
Hey, come back with that, Bramby. You're gonna get people killed. Towards the door.
Okay, holy damage. And holy damage.
Some Mr. Pats, please.
Good job, boys. First time I haven't died on this track.
Yeah, nobody
No,
important
you
died.
didn't die. You didn't die on Thursday. Come on.
I did?
Trip, homie, you're gonna pull there.
I have the VOD. You didn't, I swear.
I died twice.
Dirty, you can actually run on this entire inside edge and not pull.
Oh, okay.
Okay, could we get Pastis and Jeff to switch? Pastis can go to Zeralto, and Jeff can go to GTA.
You got your shadow resist.
Alright, we're gonna try just a slightly different strategy. Not that much different, but instead of enslaving, except when we get to the transition into phase 2, we're just gonna seed 2 of the little void sentinels. Sorry, the void spawns. So everybody that can except for Dezeyu, so all range DPS except for Dezeyu is gonna switch to the void sentinel and kill it right when it comes out, and then the warlocks are gonna seed. Then the warlocks are gonna seed 2 of them, and then they'll die instantly, and then we go back onto Maru or ads or seeding Maru or whatever. We just want to just kill them quick.
Next warlock is saved.
Alright.
Sick.
Probably did it within harmony. It's alright, you still got 6 warlocks, and then next week you'll be able to come at least mech on the warlock.
Sorry, you mentioned me?
No, we were talking about mech. Not Pesh. Alright, and then let's get Zeraldo in here too.
Alright, do you want to set pally power so I can buff properly?
I only expected 2 paladins. You want me to give you a kings? Put you on kings?
Sure.
Can
I mean,
you
I'm
buff King?
logging up, but yeah, I can. I think. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, we need KJ in our guild too.
You say that every time.
Because it's so true.
Stay on task.
No,
And then alright, so Jeff, you're going to drop grounding totem for Sav on the Void Sentinel. The Void Sentinel does a cast called Void Blast. You'll just need to ground that. I mean, nobody in your group really should be taking any damage from cast other than Sav, so you should just be able to drop it each Void Sentinel. But yeah, just make sure you're doing that. And then Blasters, you'll go Interrupt again the long way.
Who's on Zeralto?
Fastest.
How
You
many
said
people
we're
like
not enslaving, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll
'Cause
try
he's
it.
asking me for the enslave macro. So.
Well, you do enslave at, the one time before the transition. So you will enslave
Yeah.
once. Yeah.
Okay.
Then, like I said, everybody except for Dezayu is going to switch to the Void Sentinel that's ranged DPS. So we just want to kill that thing quick, and then all the locks concede 2 of the void spawn, so they die right away. I'd rather just see where we're at DPS wise on Muru if we just take care of all the ads fast.
So are we 25 people here now?
Yep.
P2. P2. You're such an autist, Devo.
He really is. But he's our autist.
Do we still want to mark our void spawns before we enslave? I think we probably should. If we get up to transition.
Yeah. We'll
let's
definitely
get
do that.
assist on all the warlocks then.
And then all 6 warlocks will do that. We'll mark it and enslave on the
Yeah,
transition.
everybody go ahead. If you already have a mark, go ahead and just write what your mark is and raid right now. Or everyone's AFK.
Yeah, all the warlocks. What's your mark for enslave? What's your?
I have 3, but I'm not sure what that is.
So if you right click the boss, can we get assist on all the warlocks?
Got it.
Yeah, dirty. 3 is diamond.
Especially if you right click the boss, it's in ascending order, star through skull. It's gonna be 1 through 8.
Alright, so I've got diamond then.
Descending.
Okay, so we got square, diamond, moon. Which one was Pesh? Square?
Tax. Tax isn't here, but tax is usually X. So then, pass this. Go ahead and just do star 1.
Piling all night tonight, gentlemen. Let's fucking do it.
Alright, and is GTA here? Or is
Oh, wait.
he...
I'm running.
Oh, he's wait. Okay, cool. Let's summon GTA.
I don't know. Click.
Can I get might instead of light, please?
Halo is your mic. I'm not your mic.
You've given me light, and now I don't have king.
I'm not kings.
Yeah, but I'm not logged on the other character, so I need to get kings from you.
Then I'll give
Halo
you might
has kings.
because
I don't
have...
need light. I don't need light. Oh,
No, I
fuck.
said I'll give you might because I don't have kings.
Okay, yeah, Halo, can you give me kings, please? Can you give me light, please?
Okay, just need AI on a few people. Looks like GTA, Zeraldo, Taco, Goaty, Parkas, Blasters, and then GTA needs Mark. GTA also needs Pally buff, I think, or maybe not. Maybe just missed it.
He has Sal too. He's got Sal. Wisdom.
I've got 3 now. I'm good.
Let's
Alright,
go.
then we'll do a ready check. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Alright, we are all good, so I'll do a pull time.
See your heart out, boys.
For everybody except Azayu switching to the Void Sentinel when it comes.
Darkness in 5.
Right?
Melee out.
Gotta let Sab get it.
So
Just
think
make sure
we're supposed
Sab
to
has it.
Everybody
Two.
wait for Sav to get threat and then switch to the Sentinel.
And then remember, Sav, you don't need to go up and melee it. You exorcism or judge it to get it into the position that you have it in. So that way, right when it gets to you, you consecrate it in it instead of you having to walk it back.
Also, if it spawns like really close to us on the left, we should shift a little to the left.
I mean, as long as Sab follows that, it shouldn't matter. But I mean, we can a little bit, but it shouldn't matter as long as Sab does that.
We took a pulse there, so they have a constant pulse as well. The big guys, just like the small guys. So I don't know if you saw raid trains, but the entire raid went down about 20%.
Yeah, that's because Sav got hit by it. It's a pulse when it attacks. So if
Yeah.
Sav judges it from far and it doesn't attack, then it won't do that to us.
Let's get back in there, gentlemen.
So yeah, just make sure, you exercise it from roughly the position that you want to tank it, if you can, or close to it anyway.
There is a chance exercise can't resist too.
I know, it's fine.
On it.
And then you
Oh
can,
my
yeah.
Dirty Bird, you fucking level 1 scrolls of protection. Fuck you.
That's not me, buddy.
Or whoever it is, fuck you.
I kept those in tab 1 for a reason. I only put the good stuff in tab 5.
I mean, if you're 10 yards away from it, you should have time to judge, exercise, and then conk when it gets to you.
The main problem was point threat off on it.
Well, yeah, well, that's also the thing. When you have to just walk back without it being in consecrate for 3 seconds or something like that, then it just means more people have to hold off for longer. So if you hit it to you and then it gets in your conk, it just sprints, it runs at full speed to you, and then it is in your consecrate sooner, you gain more threat, of course.
Seed the other ads always until he has an established threat. Always be doing something.
Your ABC is always be cast.
The person who pulled threat could also feign death too.
It's a bit unreasonable of you, Savaria, to expect someone with a 30-second threat reset to use it.
I don't think it was a hunter who pulled aggro.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I was gonna say, he specifically narrowed it down when he said feign death.
But it's fine. It's just both things. Gotta watch aggro, and Sav, you could do a little bit better to gain more threat quicker. That's all. So we'll just watch it.
We got a 0 out of 2.
Yeah, it's Zoralto's character, but I don't know if he has shards.
But let's just make sure we're focusing on everything we've learned thus far with this fight. We can't be relearning stuff that we've learned already. We gotta keep progressing to the next part. So just make sure we all keep in mind everything we learned from previous full.
Can I have one mana biscuit, please?
And let's get the marks out. Looks like group 1 and group 2 need Mark of the Wild. And then Zeralto needs AI. Alright, ready, check.
Can we get agility, please, Placid?
Yeah, for sure. I'm putting down your guys.
Thank you.
Okay, we're all ready. Do a pull timer.
Spell power was just for the initial Earth Shield.
Past
No,
this,
that's cool.
you're gonna want to use Fell Armor.
Who's grounding for Sav?
I am.
Okay, nice.
Go through it.
Definitely seed. Sad, get ready to grab it.
Darkness in 5, melee out, melee out. Darkness now.
Okay, Sentinel at 50, 40, 30. Seed those things. Nice, nice. Sentinels up. Sentinel at 20, 10, seed.
Darkness in 5, melee out.
Seed, boy, seed.
Shift.
Sentinel at 40, 30.
Need more NDDs.
Kill humanoids, please.
Yeah, we need big seeds on these humanoids, along with the voids.
I'll go get up.
Darkness in 5.
Sorry, I had my death log open.
Melee out, melee out. Darkness now.
I mean,
Medju die that time.
Probably got caught in darkness.
I just wipe it up. Let's get back.
Definitely feels a bit better just seeding those.
yeah, we just gotta be faster with it because they still got Shadow Bolt volleys off.
It's,
Which is
it's,
a
it's,
tough
The
AoE
first
bang.
batch didn't. The first batch didn't Shadow Belt volley from what I saw, but the second one did.
soon as like Tro says like 20%, Warlock should have. You need to make sure you have enough mana to toss out 2 seeds. I know, like, find room to tap. It's like
Yeah, with the I'm finding too with the amount of random damage going out, you really shouldn't let yourself go totally before you tap, because you shouldn't ever let your HP go below 50%. It's just a little too dangerous with the spiky damage.
What I found that I was doing the other day when I was on your lock taco is I do like 2 casts or 2 or 3 casts and then a tap.
What I did that was pretty effective, like when it was at 20%, I started seeding the random humanoids and Maru. So when they came out, you had like 3 or 4 seeds going off at once.
Yeah, yeah.
Good idea.
And also, let's just, I didn't exactly see it one time, but Cheesy, it's just try to blizzard at like 10% or 15% or something like that, just to make sure they get caught in that blizzard.
Seeding off the humanoids would be a big for the melee, because the second spawn of humanoids is going to be a lot less DPS, so you can't expect those to die nearly as fast as the first.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to seed off Maru too, and still hit everything as well. So, I mean, everybody could, when he gets low, you could.
I was
seed
mainly
off
just
Maru.
seeding off Muru there, and I was still hitting most everything as long as the tanks are keeping it close to the edge.
Yeah, towards the end there were like 2 little spawns that weren't getting hit. They were a little too far away.
it's good attempt though. Let's keep it up. The momentum.
And I died. I pulled aggro off of one of the mages and took a 5k fireball. And I was just low. I think I had just life tapped right before it hit.
Are we buffing Spirit as well? Or should I use Scrolls?
Probably scrolls for now.
So when are we enslaving?
And that's what we got to get like a feel for, but it'll be at like 10-ish%, 5 to 10-ish% on Maru when a Void Sentinel comes out. Then you'll enslave. So we're a ways off yet.
Also, who is doing rec? Is anyone?
I don't think Rex even necessary right here in this
Yeah, I
phase.
know, but somebody needs to be putting rec, and we need somebody on the sentinel, and we also need somebody putting weakness on the sentinel.
I usually throw weakness on the sentinel.
Okay, then let's Devo. Can you just do rec on the sentinel when it pops in?
Are you sure that he has no armor for phase 1? Might as well just wreck Muru too.
Dooming. That's what I've been doing. Same thing.
He does have armor for phase 1.
No, I mean, sorry, I have it mixed up. Somebody needs to be wrecking Muru and then weakness on the sentinel, and it can just be one warlock. That was Jaws.
I can do both. I can do both. I'll do both.
Okay.
Alright, let's get the last buffs out. Looks like Mark, Fort. Group 4 still needs Mark. Alright, ready check.
Two seconds.
If you only need like 5 seconds, you don't need to hit no, because we always do a 10-second pull timer.
Yep, good to go.
Alright, here we go. Pull timer. Berserker killed you.
Oh, I thought they were being
They are being tanked, but you've got to have some fucking
Darkness in
page.
5, darkness in 5. Darkness now.
Wait, Sentinel 10.
Kill those last couple sentinels. Okay.
I'm just trying to do these sentinels, make sure we do it, and then we'll wipe it after these void ads.
Darkness in 5.
Okay, it's just a wipe now.
People just pulling threat. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like just single target the shit out of that one, Glenn? Or was it just didn't have a lot of threat and it was multi-shot?
multi-shot.
Yeah, do we still have one or two people with Dark Fiend target macro dispel? Just as backup?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise Pikachu moment.
that at least the Void Sentinels have. If you can do what you can to position it inside of the darkness, so you're just outside of it and it's inside of it, it would help with the seeds. Because seeds off Muru will then hit the ads and everything like that.
Flick.
Alright, I'll do a ready check, but I'm not sure if Jeff is back yet. It looks like I'll have to give it another minute or two for Jeff.
Road trips, don't jump.
Is anybody? Oh, somebody
The
has.
fire behind you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
That's EB. EB's spirit buff right there.
Don't mind the smell, boys. Just cooking up some roasted cleft hoof. Smells good, I know.
Alright, we'll just wait till Daddy Beef is back now. Then we're good. Okay.
I hope those kleptos
Back.
were free reign.
Sav, can you log back on?
Devo in first one too. I don't know if he's there.
I'm back.
Alright,
Cool.
we're gonna check.
Just literally a minute. 5 puffs.
Alright, Hemp's Taco Blasters. Hemps and Blasters? Just Blasters? Okay, we're good. So I'll do a pull timer.
Darkness in 5. Melee out.
Okay, Void Sentinel 20.
The spawns are up too long, guys. Seed them down.
They got split up. I don't know, they got timed or something.
Darkness in 5.
My mage is casting on me, please.
Yeah, definitely got to get better at the seeds.
Yeah, they're just up for way too long at the moment.
Yeah, we took like three volleys there. Not good.
Yeah, I died to 3 volleys actually on that second one.
Yeah, they're gonna
Cheesy-
die.
Is Cheesy is Blizzard enough, or do we need more an additional slow effect on the?
No,
Nah,
the issue,
there's
it's
nothing
fine
that
if
beats
they stay
Cheesy.
together. The thing is, there's like 3 or 4 of them that are going in Sav's Consecrate and then running towards Sav, so it's breaking the pack into 2, and that's a huge issue.
I think he is taunting them because us seeding all that bullshit. 2 ticks of Consecrate's not gonna hold that aggro, so just don't taunt them.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. Yeah, don't taunt them. But the whole point is that if everybody seeds, they'll just die when all the seeds blow up. So it won't matter if you pull aggro; they won't even reach us.
And the slight issue too is if one of them gets separated from the pack, even and it straggles for like 10 seconds, it's just gonna start volleying.
Right.
So we gotta have them consolidated as best as possible.
Is Sav moving the Voidwalker like Peter showed, so that when the ads spawn, they run through his full conk? And then don't taunt so they don't split up?
a lot of times I'm using consecrate on and it can pull off seeds if.
Would it help any if we had a hunter position between us and the group and drop a frost trap just in case?
No. The blizzard's down. The blizzard's fine.
Could you just not drop consecrate after like 20% or maybe like?
Yeah.
10%?
Yeah, but every time consecrate's been down.
Wait, I'm just so confused, guys. Like, we literally had Peter in here showing us exactly how he does it in order to keep threat and maintain threat on every single void spawn and use a spell damage flask to do it. And now we're gonna tell Sav not to keep threat?
Yeah.
Well, the key is if Sab just needs to get threat on all of them, so he's got to do the positioning thing, so he gets threat on all of them, and that's where farming those crystals would have really helped too, because if one's going toward the warlocks or something like that, you can hit them with the crystal and make it come back to you. But Sab doesn't have those
crystal
crystals.
is just for a thorns effect.
No, he uses
No,
crystal.
no, it's something you can throw.
It's an instant cast bomb that does like 1,000 damage.
Yeah, and he showed you that in the stream too, as well.
You was showing me the positioning that I was.
No, we all saw it, Sab. We all saw it. He showed you the crystal. He said, "Here are the crystals you got to farm because here's why," and he actually used a crystal, targeted and used it, and said, "This will rip aggro off the warlocks."
Like, I'm all for trying to do the let's not let Sav keep aggro, but it's like we gotta pick one or the other. Like, I just think it's gonna be a lot harder for all the warlocks to consistently have 3 or 4 seeds going off simultaneously at 0.
We should do exactly what Peter told us to do. That's what works. That's what's the best. There's nothing preventing us from doing it.
We don't have crystals, from what I can understand, right?
Correct.
I have destro pots that I'm using, and oil of immolations too.
You just got to make sure then you position the thing right before you die so that all of them have to run through your consecrate, because some of them aren't even turning around. Like 5 of them don't even turn around and come to you. They probably come to Cheesy in his rank 1 blizzard or somebody healing. So they gotta all come to you. At least for the first little bit.
Sev, is there a reason you won't farm the crystal charges? Because like I went to and grow today and farmed 60 yellows and 60 blues in an hour. Yeah, that's 3 stacks. That's enough for a week full of progression. In 1 hour.
I thought it was just the thorns effect, that the other one didn't work.
That's Crystal Spire. There's 2 different crystals. But yeah.
Well, for future reference, now you know.
Alright, let's just get Mark of the Wild out on group 2 and group... What is that one?
Can we get a repair bot down?
Yeah, sure, you can drop one.
Let's have everybody repair then. Everybody go repair. Like, everybody should move over there and go repair. Taco, did you repair?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Okay, I just saw you cooking. You were quick. All right, I'll do a ready check now. Everybody should have repaired. Hemps and dirty. You guys ready? And turkey. Okay, here we go.
Darkness in 5, melee out. 3.
%30 Void Sentinel.
Dark Queen's Grip. Feed.
Hit 30% Void Sentinel.
Darkness in 5, melee out.
Gotta get that Void Sentinel out of the raid.
Can we just start shifting to the left or right at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we could start shifting, but like I said, Sav's gotta. You can't be in melee range when it spawns.
He doesn't
you gotta
pulse
position yourself
immediately
better.
when he comes out. Yeah, he doesn't pulse immediately, so you can take him out before he even does his AoE.
But if you're in melee range, you can't. So. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what
pulse-
killed us. A pulse that time. At least it
Basically,
killed
pulse
me.
For the last like 5 pulls, let's just move. Yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't move at this point.
And yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing. I mean, Sav, you should never come like, I mean, literally, you should never come on like our half of the circle where the whole raid's standing. I mean, you could be like right on the barrier of the half, but there's no reason for you to come into melee range or anything like that. Because if you get too close to us, that means either the Void Sentinel might pulse, or it means the ads might be too close to us and the Warlocks won't be able to get their seeds off. It's kind of like what Peter said, like you should, he mentioned you should never be as close as you were one time, and I think you were closer that time.
See a sentinel now, so I just consecrated where the Void Walkers were. As soon as I saw the portal, I started moving out.
I know, but that's the thing. That's what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah,
you're just
that's
supposed to
literally what we told
exercise
you
and
not to
judge.
do.
Yeah, that's exactly what we told you not to do. Like, just judge it, exercise it, and it'll run to you when you're 10 yards away. Like, don't come into melee range. Don't come into melee range of it if it spawned next to the raid. I mean, we can all hold off. Like, we can all hold off until you get there, but like, yeah, I mean, it's almost like you should never be any closer than like those two flares, almost ever. Even a little bit further behind that flare on the right. Like, you should never be any closer than that.
Let's just stack as a group. Like if you're ranged, I mean, we can be ready to move as a unit, left to right, depending on where it spawns. And it's happened like 5 pulls in a row now. Let's see why we shouldn't be moving.
You're not.
So, we have in the past.
Because
as well.
there's no need for it, and it's a DPS loss. That's why.
I'm sure. Let's just keep doing it.
Where you understand that if Sav wasn't in melee range, it doesn't pulse on us, right? So there's no reason to move if it was no.
Yeah, it's spawned next to it.
Flares are on
Spawn
judge.
pulses like 2 seconds after he spawned. There's plenty of time for it to be out of the raid.
Oh yeah, sure, I understand that, but it pulsed on us. Like that's the truth.
Because Sav is in melee.
Yeah, that time it wouldn't have mattered. Like, it wasn't moving out of melee range before it pulsed. So it would have pulsed on us unless we were like way over here. Then it wouldn't have. But if we just shifted a little bit over, it still would have pulsed on us.
by the way, still up.
Yeah, repair might as well. Still up.
And these flares are kind of like you should be at the flares, and the Voidwalker should be further away from you, if you can. So then he's kind of gotta run through your consecrate.
Yeah, so what Peter was saying is that you need to bully him back so that you're standing a bit past, but still keeping him in the inner circle.
Yeah, right, you know that thing like when you step too close to a mob, they'll like stutter
Back
step
off,
backwards to get like a certain spacing away from. So if you push forward towards them, he'll step back. That's what he means, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Bramby needs fort. All right. Ready? Check. You good, Hems?
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Resisted.
Darkness in 5, melee out.
Okay. Void Sentinel at 20.
Resisted.
Void Sentinel at 30. 20.
Darkness in 5.
So, just a little semi-issue I'm noticing with the timing here. Like, they don't have enough aggro on that second wave of humanoids for us to be seeding when that second sentinel is dying.
I agree with that.
I guess we could have Zap pull it out a little further.
Or we can tank the humanoids off to the side a little bit more.
Or you just take half the people off the sentinel and put them back on Muru, and then it doesn't die at that same time. You know, since all the DPS is on the sentinel, it's melting in 1 second.
Yeah, we could do that. I think then the issue is, at least the last time when we did that, then the third sentinel was the problem. So we just have to switch it up almost every sentinel is the issue.
Yeah.
Depending on where it is in the humanoid timer.
There's got to be a sweet spot where you balance out the DPS on the Sentinel in accordance to the timers.
I mean, simple solution. One DPS who's kind of paying attention to the humanoid timer calls when to swap to the Sentinel. Just simple call, swap to Sentinel. And they just control when the Sentinel dies strategically. Easy.
Yeah, just it more so needs to be when the tanks feel like they have a decent amount of like enough threat.
Fucking A.
It's
Ram, I
only
didn't see you log. I'm glitched.
Oh, right there.
I'm probably gonna be ghost in chat.
I got your corpse here if you want to try clearing your cache.
I need to Hearthstone quick as well. I need to get some more symbols.
I mean, so I guess the question is, do we want to split up the DPS again and have a couple people kind of staying on Maru more full time? Because we could have like Daddy Beef stay on Maru, a lock or two maybe stay on Maru like we did before.
Yeah, I think the answer is just have like 2 of the better geared locks and single target people stay on them. Like Daddy, yeah, but we need all the hunters on the Sentinel.
Yeah, I'm a ghost in chat.
Yeah, I mean the main problem with the ads right
You
now
run up
is
the
we
world or
don't
make
have-
a ticket.
We don't have the Fury Warrior for food. So that's why we're a bit behind.
Yeah, didn't Hansy say he was on his way home?
He also did say he was already
got
ready
res.
to go tonight.
And Jeff said he had to go for a little bit. Well, a couple minutes. His kids are screaming.
Yeah, Andy said he'd be on in 30 about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, cool. Oh, I didn't see his guild chat message.
Who are we gonna swap for him though?
I'll go.
No, you won't.
No.
I mean, the power's been really stable here all day, but I mean, it could go at any minute. You never know.
Just looking at our group comp, the only one, our worst melee's got to be the rogue, right? Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Right?
Yeah, but
sounds about right.
No way.
His
no way.
his cleave is equally as good as Hansy's.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Hansy
melee-
gets battled down.
No, it's not. It's once every
Nah,
2
Hansy's got better cleave than that.
We need the
Whirlwind.
melee for phase 2. Melee shreds and Tropius.
Whirlwind,
It's not even
sweeping
a question.
strikes, cleave is way better than blade flurry every 2 minutes.
Would it be a hunter?
Be a hunter or boomkin. That's what it would be.
Wait, how did Dirty get back so quickly?
Super fast.
So we're still waiting on Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go smoke. I'll be on my phone. Just tell me to come back in. I'll be there.
Me too then.
He's back. Ham's come back. Ham's.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Smoke break canceled. More Muru. Or as we call him, Moru.
Surprise, cockbag.
So long, dear boy.
I mean, personally, I like the idea of one of the DPSs who's on, like, you could have some single targets assigned to just stay on Muru and some to do the Void Sentinels, but I do like the idea of controlling when the Void Sentinel dies. Just one DPS is like, I want it to die now, they say, kill Void Sentinel. And then all the DPS will switch and kill it. So we'll kill it exactly at the best time to kill it. Easy.
Well, the problem is like you don't have a ton of time. Like Sav's got to get in position for the next one. I think it's just more so, Sav, if you can kind of position yourself at like when Muru gets to like 15 or 20%, so they have to run through your consecrate, and then you can get all of them, and it would help a little bit with killing them. And then we just got to, like, even if you have to position them a little bit away to the right or something like that, and even like Medjay and Bramby could go like very slightly to the left for a second, like of Muru. Like if the Void Sentinel's on the right hand side, and we could, like if Sav just makes sure he grabs the ads and stays on the right, then seeds off the Void Sentinel ads won't hit the other ads. So then we wouldn't have to do anything different, I don't think. At least that's what Tax was saying that they do. They just move them off to the right a little bit when it's a bad time for humanoid.
I mean, it's also like the DPS. Like you see when the humanoid wave is coming out, you know if it's going to be a bad time for the Sentinel to die. So when the humanoid wave is coming out, know that you shouldn't be immediately switching to the Sentinel necessarily. But if you're assigned to do it. Use the, you be aware of it. You know what's going on. You see the health bars. You know it's going to come out.
Alright, we need Fort on group 5 for sure. Yeah, I mean if Taco and like Parkus, if you guys just want to watch, I mean that should help. But it's also just, like I said, if Sav would grab initial aggro off of those guys, which he should be able to, if just with a little better positioning, then at least they'd stay over there and not be intertwined with the humanoid. Hemps and Dirty, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's go. We have 3 Resto Shaman. Blasters.
Darkness is seconds, melee out, man. Right now.
Alright, Sentinel at 30, 15. There we go. Sav kept all of them
The
that time.
spawns are too far away to get hit by it now.
That's why you gotta seed the spawns if we use this strategy.
Dude, you guys are pulling healing aggro as they spawn. I don't fucking know how. Second.
That's Sentinel passed through the raid. So either the raid is gonna die or something like that.
Yeah, that was unfortunate with the Sentinel passing through.
Okay, so if Sav keeps this up and he can get all of them on him, then it's just the Warlocks need to tab target 2 Sentinels and seed them right away. Like if Sav can keep that up like he did on those 2 pulls, then he had aggro on all of the ads. It's just you guys just seed 1, seed 2, then go back to seeding Muru. So you just seed the ads, seed 2 Void Sentinel ads, and then go back to Muru instantly.
So if no AoE damage is coming off of Muru to hit the void spawns, then Sav's Consecrate is supposed to be the thing that we're gonna wait on to pop all those seeds.
Well, no, I mean I'll help with chain lightning and other things like that too. Like we can multi-shot, chain lightning, whatever to help pop them.
Oh yeah, they can't just sit on them. Some like everything. We need more on it then.
I mean, how much damage does it
With
take for a
plus
seed
spell
to pop?
damage, it doesn't take many ticks. It doesn't take the whole duration because your spell damage applies and the threshold to snap it doesn't.
Yeah,
exactly the blizzard.
Just one chain lightning should really do it. If every warlock is getting a seed out, as soon as one seed pops, it'll hit. It'll trigger
Probably
the
don't
rest.
even need that, and I don't know if you want to do that because that's going to be a lot of threat on a couple of targets, especially if it overloads. And you're not gaining anything with that damage because the seeds are going to kill everything at the same rate. Killing 3 faster doesn't give us anything.
The blizzard from Cheesy should help.
Yeah, and the Sav. Yeah, the blizzard from Cheesy and Sav's Consecrate. But Sav, you just gotta remember too that like you don't have to wait till they die for you to move to get ready for the next one. They can follow you as long as the warlocks get their 2 seeds off, which they need like what 3-4 seconds to do. You can just move. Like just pretend they're not even on you, other than you picking them up first.
Yeah, and if say the sentinel's spawning on the other side, like you can run straight through the middle as long as darkness isn't up. That's even better because then the seeds popping are going to do damage to Muru as well.
Just make sure not to do it when the darkness is there.
Yeah.
And if it only takes like 1k damage for a seed to pop, Sav's Conk will do that alone in like 2 seconds.
It should take about 3 to 4 seconds for a Consecrate and a Blizzard to pop it. That's enough time.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
5
just
to
enough time to get 2 seeds out. So
Yeah, that should be perfect. They don't Shadow Bolt volley off the start anyways. They usually take around like 5 seconds to do so.
but yeah, definitely the key is now that we know that you can have them all stay on you like that. If you just do that every time, then we should be good. I think the warlocks were just seeding off Muru because the past few times you'd have like 6 run right in by Muru. So
Did the Sentinel pulse at all? Because I managed to exercise all the S Sentinels through the raid.
Yeah, the one that crossed over constellations.
But they still pulse even though they don't melee.
Yes. Yeah. I'm fairly certain
yeah,
they do, yes.
it's got like a 2-second cooldown or something like that, I think, to do it. So that was just the one that you were tanking the ads really well, but you had to run across and be ready for the other Void Sent.
No, I exercised. Well, yeah, I couldn't run across. I think during darkness.
Does darkness itself do damage?
Yes.
Yes, quite a lot.
And you're not healable when
But if
you're
you
in
watch Peter's, if you watch Peter's videos, he doesn't run through the middle ever. He's always like rocking around the outside.
Well, in the situation where one would have to cross over, the raid just has to move back. It's simple enough. It's a DPS loss, but it saves the attempt.
Well, that's also where like you should kind of be on the back part of the circle. Like if you cut the circle in half, you should be kind of on the back, like you know, the back part of it. So that way, if you do have to run all the way around the circle, it's not as far of a run. If you do it that way.
I think the times I've run around the circle, that's where they were out of range of heals. I mean, healers were out of range of me.
Well, yeah, but
you're, like,
hopefully,
way-
hopefully only the little guys would be on you then, and they shouldn't hit that hard. And in either way, I think they could still heal you as long as they move up close to the edge of the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody should just be right on the outside of the darkness where we're standing now. Like, that's where I've been standing the entire time, and I can heal everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, particularly all the healers. They should move up right next to the edge of the darkness there. So I know we're standing here, but you should be next to one more indentation up, the healers, so then you can heal Sav and Medri and everybody like that further. Okay, Bram needs fort, and then we should be good. Okay, toss. Okay, cool. Here we way to check.
Let's take that step forward.
Step forward when you cast your curse while you're GCD locked anyway.
Okay, here we go. Okay, all the healers in particular step forward.
Please interrupt Scott.
She just is melee. Cool.
5. Melee out.
Interrupt Skull again, please.
X is like feared and there I interrupted it.
Melee finish off X. Darkness in 5, melee out.
But this is also where we're saying, Sav, you gotta position the void spawn a little, the void sentinel a little bit better before it dies, so the ads have to go through your consecrate. They, like, all of them missed that time.
No, they didn't all miss, because if there's darkness up, I can only go so far.
You could
towards
just, you could just take it 2 steps back and then fling them around. I mean,
Like
you
right
don't
now,
have to.
They're gonna go through it most of the consecrate.
Sav, you missed what Peter said. Like, you drop your conch and then you drag the big guy to where, on the other side of your conch, basically, so they'll walk all through it.
Stay focused, guys. Stay focused.
Oh, we're already fucked on the ad wave here. Yeah, healers are good.
The other mage came over, like, inside the raid. Next.
Yeah, I interrupted him twice and he was just meleeing you, so that was awesome.
It fucked up my macro because I just have a macro to target the mage. So the closest one was what I targeted instead of Bramby's.
Yeah, X was in the group.
But is it more important to have the spawns in the darkness when it dies, or just in my
No, I guess it's no longer important to really have it in the darkness. It's like would be important for you to have it in your consecrate.
It's just because the darkness does kill it faster.
No, the darkness doesn't kill it. It's friendly to the darkness.
The darkness only kills it if we have them mind controlled.
Yeah, I mean the point of the darkness was if it like seeds off Muru would hit it, But if now most of the range DPS is switching to it anyway, then we don't really need it to be super close in like AoE range. But that's why I say, like, if you can, that's why you can start to tank it a little bit in the darkness. And then when it gets to like 30%, you can move it and move yourself, and then conk. So then it has to go through, you know, your consecrate, and you should be like right at the edge of the darkness. So it's still, you know, the Voidwalker, or the Void Sentinel can be in the darkness a little bit at first. Then when it gets low, you move it out, flip it. So then your consecrate is in, you know, in between us. The raid and the Void Sentinel, and then they have to stay on you right on the edge of the darkness. Alright, let's get Bramby for sure. Then he's back on. Alright, ready check. Alright, Daddy B, if you're good. Here we go.
Darkness E5, melee out. Melee out. Sure.
Void Sentinel down.
Can we figure this out? Because I feel like I'm spending consumes on or repeating the same mistakes.
Looked to me like that was an aggro pull off the first Sentinel.
Yeah, that one was. But then I think for the second Sentinel, it was an aggro pull off all the ads. So it's, I mean, it's really counting on Sav picking up those void spawns this strategy, and that time Sav didn't have either one of them. Didn't have all of them either time.
Turkey, is there any reason you're all the way in the back end to the left?
I generally float to the side that the sentinel is not spawning on. Is there an issue with my positioning?
Not
just
effectively.
really.
Closer to. I think you can be on the left, but not like far
You
back.
should just stand like close to the darkness for the rest of the healer. In the center.
Sometimes Cav might need to pick it up on the far side, or Medri and Ravi might need to get the spawns at the door, the humanoids at the door.
And there's like no reason for anyone to be off to the left or just stay centered.
Yeah, and that's not the problem though. I mean,
It isn't. No,
like, I mean, I think you just, Sav, you just got to make sure you're positioning them correctly so they go through your consecrate. Like, I mean, like sometimes you're dropping a conch so they can only clip like maybe 10% of your consecrate.
Position it.
It was even the second one though. Like I know the first one, the aggro got pulled, and that was an issue, which we have to look out for. We can't be pulling aggro. That's a big thing. But the second one too, it was just, it's like you position him, like he's like, if you're on the left hand side of the circle, he needs to kind of be on the left hand side of you a little bit more right before he dies at least. If he's on the right hand side of you, your conch is never gonna get all the ads. Because they spawn on the.
I'm facing away from the wraith, and he's in front of me, so they can pass through me.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to make sure that that's how it is. Because sometimes I see that, like I said, it's like 60% of your consecrate's useless, or 70% of your consecrate's useless for the ads. So then the ads that spawn on the edge of the void spawn don't even touch the consecrates.
Can 100 drop a flare on top of me?
Yeah, I have.
Can 100 drop a flare on top of me? Sav, if the mob is standing here and your conch is the flare, just drag him back like over here, so when the ads spawn, they have to run through the full conch.
Yeah, I did that for the second one because the first one got pulled thread on.
Yeah, as long as we consistently make sure they're getting
But
the
if
maximum
the
amount of
speed
ticks.
goes off during that, the few ticks of consecrate are not going to help.
Well, it's about buying enough time for all the seeds to go off and kill them.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about they're not ever gonna pull aggro from you. We expect them to eventually pull aggro from you, but hopefully they just run to you first, and then you get the blizzard down, and then we get the seeds going off. But if healing aggro pulls first, then like when they seed, we don't have enough time to keep them all close. So there was like a couple attempts where
Trips, are you here?
Wix, since you're the only hunter that talks on Discord, can you call when the Sentinel's dropping below like 20%? Just a simple call.
30. Just because if the Sentinel's in the darkness at 20%, that's like less than a second until it dies.
I mean, people should be paying attention, especially to the locks. But I mean, just God forbid somebody zones out and have a seed that's late, makes a big difference.
I don't think he heard you. You might want to repeat that.
Yeah, Wix, if you could make a, since you're focusing him, like make a call around 30%, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. I thought Chose was doing that, but I can do it.
Or just anyone who's confident and focusing the sentinel, and that does it every.
Okay, so we need Mark on group 5 and Fort on brown beat. Okay, I'll do rage check. Okay, put tone down and pull timer.
Darkness 5, melee out.
Alright, void set 50, 40, 30, and full dagger off.
Can you kill it fast?
Ready for the next one, Sav.
$50, 30, 20, 10.
Melee out.
Medri's dead. But that was better, other than we gotta watch pulling aggro on the void spawn. But other than that, that was better for the void spawns.
And Sav, make it a habit, even if it's a wipe, don't pass from one side to the other by going towards us. Always go around the.
Yeah, but the thing with the aggro pull is I want to get at least one consecrate on the void walkers on that attempt because it was totally pulled out.
That was just scuffed. It'll be better on the next one.
Yeah, just please don't pull aggro. I mean, the sentinel dies in like 7 seconds. Like, if you see yourself close, just chill for a second.
Wait, Tros, do you want me calling the Sentinels, or do you want to do it? 'Cause
You can do it if you want. That's cool.
I mean, theoretically, I could call everything if you want. I'm just watching live. Do you want me to call everything?
It's delayed a few seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Streams are delayed.
Like what, 3 or 4 seconds?
Yeah, I can call it, but it's just like when people tell me to call something, like other people want to call it too, and then I just get really confused.
Can anyone share their desktop? That's pretty immediate. Not over Discord. Like Zoom session.
I mean, theoretically, Discord stream is like live, but there should still be kind of like some kind of delay in practice.
Nope, no delay. I just whispered hems.
Oh, okay.
What'd you tell
It's
me?
okay. We don't need to learn the fight with the coach in the skybox, guys. It'll be okay.
Could you hold my hand, Taco?
I mean,
But
it's
what if
so
your
simple.
coach?
Just one little call.
But what if your coach is a Fury Warrior?
Alright, let's give Zeraldo AI, and then we should be good.
I mean, come on, right? This isn't League of Legends, you know?
Oh, you're gonna shoutcast?
You ready to save? Okay, we're good. Full time. I got it.
Silencer for you.
Melee out. 5 seconds.
$60, $50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Need more on the humanoids, boys. Come on.
$40, $30, $20, $10.
Melee out.
How would Medjay die? That's how.
You got moving. Brandy died first. Oh, I died first. From healer. I'm not even sure it's healer aggro. I think it was my aggro.
No, it was healer aggro because I was still tanking my two. I had 2 ads still, but I couldn't go and get the new ones.
Yeah, that's what happened. Humanoids didn't die, and we got behind on them, and then they ran in and killed everyone.
Sounds like we need a big bad Fury
Please.
The Warglaive. Big ass Warglaive.
I'm sorry. Did you say you like to have a handsy uncle?
When we all.
Don't we all?
sounds spicy.
I heard lobster was an aphrodisiac. That's when my uncle's the most handsy.
Dude, it's so overrated.
Physical DPS for the boom could be more hit gear.
Yeah, Daddy, do you mind sitting for this? Whoa.
Lobster's just oversized shrimp. Changed my mind.
Or Daddy, do you want to play a hunter?
I mean, if you don't want to be here, Wix, we can always sit you instead.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm still here.
Easy there, Darren.
You know what the worst part is I just finished my Sketties quest, and once I took the raid invite, it
Sketties?
allowed it
I think I had that one time back.
Friends,
Sketties. Cool. Thanks guys for the spot. Appreciate it.
Maybe we need a couple lock seating kind of full time. I mean, Zeralta would obviously make sense. Or Pastis, if you just want to kind of like seed off Maru most of the time and not switch, since you don't do tons of damage anyway.
Wow, don't do him like that.
It's not even his character. I think he's cool with it. And he does the most seed damage anyway, so...
I mean, the seed damage to get an affliction and a death goes pretty
Alright, let's get Mark of the Wild on group 1 and group 2.
Oh yeah, that's my job now. Sorry.
Reloading for kings as well, my bad.
We're also gonna need somebody to keep that story fire.
Do you want to do that, Brandy?
Sure, why not?
Can I make a suggestion? Can we mark Medri and Granby, please? Or can I just not see them marked? Do we not have the marks to spare with the enslaved?
Eventually we won't, but...
Well, you shouldn't need us marked at that point, I don't think.
Okay, no, it was just visual aspect, that's all. We don't need it.
Evo, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Take your hit gear off. No, he's in group 3.
Oh.
Doesn't work like that.
Oh yeah. Not
Also, I don't think it's that big of a deal if we don't bury fire, just for practice reasons. We can put on an extra piece of hit.
No, it's not for the hit very
armor
fire,
pen
it's for
and
the
armor pen. Yeah, that's what I meant, so not a big deal. Alright.
I have lost rage.
No.
Would it actually be an issue for you, Brandy? Do you find yourself?
No, it should be okay. I'll just focus Muru. It's just it can't resist is all, so...
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're keeping you up then.
I do raid until like 6 a.m.
I know, I'm busting your ball.
Do this, gentlemen.
And Dirty, you ready?
Time is now!
Okay, here we go.
Cry havoc. Unleash the dogs.
Darkness, melee out, melee out.
Darkness in 5. I'll call it hit.
Yeah, please don't do that, Hans.
Sorry, I saw it coming.
30, 20.
Need to clean up these humanoids. Clean them up.
They're good. Seeds, boys.
Melee range attack. Sunders.
I've exposed him.
See, 40.
Darkness in 5, melee out. Melee out.
20.
9 on Sentinels.
10. 10.
Melee, move away.
Clean up on humanoids, please.
Yeah, so Voidwalker's out. So.
Jeez.
I can't pull thread up there. I don't have it.
10.
I'm not gonna have exorcism, so I have to.
Jeez, he's dead.
Darkness in 5.
Void spawn on Handsy.
How did we end up with 2 void sentinels?
We were behind.
Oh, do we need to recover? Do we need to recover in place?
Maybe. Yeah, trash.
I don't even know
Weena
if it's
has a
worth
soul
it
stone,
just
let
to.
him use it. Weena has a soul stone, let him use it as res.
Well, it's
Is
my
it worth it just to clear the trash again? Like,
If you have a soul stone,
instead of
then
rezzing everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No, just res.
I mean, do we still need anything on the trash?
yeah, I mean, we still need stuff off the trash, but to res 25 people every single time, is it just quicker to clear the trash one time?
We'll just res again this time, and then once for sure all the trash is respawned, then we'll clear.
Yeah, I mean, half the people are.
We just need to summon.
They're all both running. I think the only one. No.
No, Yodi is too. I got them both up.
Yeah, we just gotta make sure we're not pulling aggro on the Void Sentinel, because we get behind when that happens, and the ads are spawned in a weird place, and we take a bunch more raid damage, so...
Thank you.
I think we're almost at the point where if we're gonna clear the trash anyway, might as well just do it now, since we have like 15 people sitting in front of it. I mean, Is there even a warlock up there by you guys?
Yeah.
I still kind of say we just summon you to the beginning of the ads and we just do the ads. If we're gonna do the trash. If we're gonna do the trash anyway.
Yeah, let's just do it now then.
Yeah, just do it now.
Summoned to the ocean.
Let's just summon everybody back in front of the ads that's up there by the boss. Let's just do that and we'll do the trash real quick. And this trash should only take 15 minutes if we do it well, so.
Wait, also later for the imps, locks get extra social. So maybe don't
So if you're dead, just run back. If you're dead, run back. And then if not, summon people. If you need a summon to the beginning of the trash, say 1, 2, 3. Summon the people.
How's the surf, bro?
Dude, it's pretty nice out here.
Come in, the water's divine.
Alright, if you're at Muru, please say 1, 2, 3, so we know to summon you back here by the trash. And please click this, guys, at the trash.
Before I accept that, Vargas, did you get summoned to a safe place?
Nah, you're going to Hawaii, baby.
Oh shit.
And Jeff, you can run in. Alright, it looks like most of us are here, so let's just buff up and then we'll do the trash. Alright, quick ready check for trash and let's go. Okay, that should be good. Let's get the mistracks up and then we'll go.
I wonder if arcane resist can resist the sheep. Bloodlust.
fire up.
Oh, Warlock's gonna get some shots here.
We just both AoE counted there, Ramby.
Nice.
We only have one route though for this. I mean, I guess Bramby could route one.
Seth, you just tank the guy.
Yeah, Bramby could just tank one, I'll tank Skull. Sap can tank X. I can tank both too if you just heal me.
So
What? You can't tank the
Sap
priest.
X?
Hey, you can't take the priestesses, yeah.
No, I'm saying.
Have Sap take
Painbringer.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Which one do you want me to tank?
X.
Root unmarked.
Tank X and tank it where?
On top of Medri.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, just tank X on top of Medji. And Bram, you route unmarked. So you're not even tanking Bram.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, and let's get the MDs out of Sav, and there we go. Perfect, here we go.
I'm shooting.
Alright, then we'll all run back, and Bram, you can let yours go first, I guess. Or should EB? Doesn't matter.
Let Bramby go first.
Okay.
It's coming.
These are my favorite.
Can we not just spam root on the bottom of the...
Everybody.
If you're outside, you can spam
Oh,
root.
that's right, that's right. Have we tried Netherwing next?
They break with any damage.
I know Medri has some really sticky glue in his.
Okay, let the other one go.
Hey! We're saving that really sticky glue for Kill Jade.
Saving that for Wrath Oriented. Oh wait.
Breaking in 10. Five. So.
EV, do you have bear? You don't have bear charges, right? Sorry.
Oh, that turkey.
Oh shit.
Just run back if he died.
Great design, Bob.
Unironically, it is pretty cool.
At least we don't have world books to deal with.
Oh, we would all come in here on ults. Are you kidding me?
To kill that is true.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping World Boss will be allowed at the start of Classic TBC, like they were on retail.
Fuck no.
So
No,
people
thank
still have
you.
to do rand runs and shit. TBC.
Nope.
I don't think World Buffs were allowed, but I think DMT was allowed for like
They
a month
were.
or two.
In all the Method World firsts, I've got full Zandalar, Oni, yeah, like everything.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't disable them until 2.1.
I love
Interesting.
DMT. I've smoked that shit before.
Right, so Bramby gets Skull, Medjay gets X. Wix, just get it whenever you can.
Blasters, any Onis usually.
Okay. Tessin, who are you getting? I'm getting Skull to.
Just wait. Don't do it now for the dog.
Incoming! Incoming?
Wait.
Homie, turn him around.
I'm trying, I'm stunned. Guys, why are you taunting?
Taunted off of hands.
No, I taunted off Anzi, you taunted off me.
Oh my god.
My screen didn't show that.
I don't know why the fuck he's taunting in the first place.
My taunted my mob.
Okay, holy damage, holy damage.
Holy Trinity, go!
There's 4 of
Holy
them.
Trinity, dead.
Run back, holy trinity.
Somebody be reds.
Yo,
Somebody
Bramby.
be red.
Blasters, you let me down.
Yeah, sorry man. Just I don't know. Every time we do this trash, I always put on tank gear, and literally almost every time we do it, I usually save it. I'm not trying to cause a ruckus.
Yeah, but you die.
That's fine. Our raid didn't die though. That was the point of me taunting for 2 seconds while
Holy damage.
you can
Well, the
get out
problem
of
is,
that
if,
death
is if Bramby beat you to the taunt and then you taunted off Bramby, then Bramby's got 6 seconds until his taunt comes back up, and then you die in 1 second, and then it
Right.
kills 5 more people.
No,
Holy
I understand
Trinity.
that.
Holy Trinity, go!
Doing the holy
No,
damage.
going for turkey. Save turkey. There we go.
I like how we can't talk and heal. It's like any talking and tanks dying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My taunt's always instantaneous. As soon as he loses aggro, it's already on me. It's like instant.
So is
He's still in the
Bramby's.
death coil. It was like a second after mine. It,
Why are
Yeah,
we
'cause
even
I'm-
arguing that? Why? Just don't. Period.
Same vanilla, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm wearing tank gear though, specifically for this, because every time we do this trash and I'm here, I'm usually saving someone or the.
It's just like worst case scenario is Bramby taunts first, you taunt second, then it cleaves the whole melee stack, and then you die, and then it turns back in.
Yeah, but once he gets death coiled, I already face it away. Like I'm already on top of it. What I'm saying is I didn't cause that wipe.
La mezcla, por
We did
favor.
what? What are you talking about? Really quiet.
Alright, let's get buffed and let's do this, dude.
Hey, Cheesy, can we get a new signal, please?
Alright, we should be good. So, okay. Heal Medjay.
You can track this out. Wait, what loss? What's this?
We at war. We at war with terrorism, racism, but most of all, we at war with ourselves. God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down.
Alright, MD Skull the Medjay, X the Bram. You can get him up and I'll do a pull timer.
How long can you get Brandy?
Try to catch it. It's kinda hard getting choked by detectives. Yeah, and I check the method. They be asking us questions, harass and arrest us. Saying we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, huh? Y'all eat pieces of shit? What's the basis? We ain't going nowhere but got suits and cases. A trunk full of coke, rental car from Avis. My mama used to say only Jesus could save us. Well, mama, I know I act the fool, but I'll be gone to November. I got packs to move. I hope God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now. And I don't think there's nothing I can do now to right my wrongs. I wanna talk to God, but I'm afraid cause we ain't spoken so long. God show me
Alright, holy damage.
the devil's trying to break me down.
You can just say summon the Holy Trinity and they'll know what to do.
The power of 3 will set us free.
To the hustlers, killers, murderers, drug dealers, even the scribblers. To the victims of welfare, we living in
Pyro?
hell. convert atheists into believers. I'm just trying to say the way school need teachers, the way Catholic needed Regis, that's the way I need Jesus. So here go my single dog, radio needs this. They say you can rap about
Take off your shadow resist if you still have any in.
sex lies, videotape. But if I talk about God, my record won't get played, huh? Well, if this take away from my spins, which will probably take away from my ends, then I hope it take away from my sins and bring the day that I'm dreaming about. Next
Yeah, Wix or Medju if you want to drop another bot when you can.
Mine's on cooldown.
Okay, repair bots down. Everybody should be repairing.
How about if you don't repair, you pay for everyone's repairs?
Do you want me to grab a stack of kings for Delilah?
No, I'm fine. I bought symbols already. Thank you.
The repair bot should have those too. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say they sell everything.
I have like 250 symbols. I'm good, honestly.
What's demonic figurine for?
Demons.
Ritual of Doom.
Oh, okay.
Doom Guard summoning.
What about Infernal? Just a sunshine?
Infernal Stone.
That makes sense.
Oh look, they added the chick floating and the mobs down there next to the Sunwell.
Yeah.
Let's give Bramby Mark.
Can we pull him in the pit? Just do the boss.
Pet pull him.
Someone set your pet to attack him. Go.
Yeah, Bramby needs Mark, and then we're good. Alright, right check. Here we go.
Darkness in 4, 3. Melee out, melee. I barely died.
30. 20.
It's
I got hit in the back going to save the warlocks, the pull aggro.
3, 2, 1.
You guys ever look in your comic book and you don't have talent points for it?
Seriously?
No, I'm just curious.
Asking for a friend.
Pretty sure everybody just opened up their talent window.
Enhance, what do you ever respect for? I'm pretty sure
It
you've
was a
been
joke.
recto
No, I
forever.
fuck with people.
Oh.
Who pulled that time? Did you see?
Hesh. Just a little early on the seeds, I think.
Is Pesh playing? Who's Pesh playing? Also?
Jody.
I can see it in your eyes. See it in your
Throwbacks back.
face. Banging on your chest. Acting tough, looking on face. Tripping over landline. Cutting deep with a dull blade. Running out of unrest. Going out of your mind. Lonely days will follow. Days will follow.
Big win, I got you. Tough. You get a hint.
Medri, did you play for your Prot and Vanilla?
I've never played anything but 100. No.
That's unfortunate.
And I was gonna play a warrior, but 100 PvP is really fun. PvP kind of sucks sometimes.
Fury Prot is the most fun I've ever had playing any video game ever in my life.
You have to be main tank though to really have fun with it.
I mean, I had a binding. I never got the Thunder Fury. We did binding runs for, what, 5 months, 4 months EB? And all we got were fucking Gar bindings. We got like 4 Gar bindings in like 5 months.
Wait, did you transfer your warrior over, Hansi?
Nah, my warrior is still level 60.
You can still transfer it over and still be level 60.
But I mean, Fury Warrior was the most fun. It's amazing. Trash, tanks, trash bosses, just a lot of fun. We used to have a bet who could catch the main tank in threat, and what's his name? We used to roll each other to see who would main tank.
Get Market Wild out, please. And Fort. Shadow Protection.
You here, Bram?
I'm just looking out on Delilah.
Oh, I didn't see you in. That's why.
But I will need a summon, please.
He's 1,000 miles away.
Alright, everybody needs fort. 11 people need mark. Still group 2's missing fort. Okay, right check. Alright, good to go.
Darkness in 5. Melee out.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10, 10. 2.
You can't have it die before the tank takes red.
16, 10.
Darkness 5. Melee out.
Good ship, boys, good ship.
Sorry, I accidentally taunted one of yours, Medric.
30, 20.
10, 8,
Too close to it.
Clean up those humanoids, 5 seconds.
Kill this last humanoid, please.
Yours?
Darkness 3 seconds. Melee out. Melee out. Careful with that.
40, 30, 20, 10.
MD that one to stab if you get it. Yeah, you had to move quicker that time, Sav. You gotta be in back so you can run around the back.
Yeah,
Bring the odds in for me, boys.
Your positioning is on the inside edge, closest to us, and it should be.
Yeah,
on
you should
the
be
other
you
side.
should be further back than that even. Further back, Sav. Further back. Further back. Further back. And then you flip him so you're facing us eventually. Like he should be back there, then you flip him like that. He could even be a little bit further back than that, actually.
Yeah, sorry guys. I didn't call out that.
That's fine. It was a wipe then. But
But that was a lot better on the ads in general. Got a little bit further.
But yeah, you just gotta make sure you're taking the sentinel to the back right there, and then making sure you instantly look where the next one spawns. So then you all can always run around back, and if you need a misdirect, you can always just call it out. But as long as you run around back, then when the MD goes off, it won't run through the raid. It'll just run straight away.
Yeah, I think it will work a lot better with right there. That second wave, it seems like there's going to be an ad wave of humanoids that come in pretty much right when people are wanting to seed. We really have to be careful there. That seems like the most possible time to pull threat on those humanoids.
I'm dropping down Tranquil for group 3, 2, so they can seed a little earlier.
I was gonna mention something as well. It looked like there was a point in time where Bramby had a couple mobs, and I think Trip and I both pulled off of him when we were already hardcore AoEing and cleaving. If you want to call like hard AoE Bramby, let us know. Let us know when we can go like ham. If it's a weird kind of phase where ads just kind of trickle in, you know what I mean?
Sure. I didn't see any point where I've lost aggro to you
I
guys,
don't-
but
I don't know if it was between you and Medri, whatever it was, but there were like 2 ads that were kind of just. I feel like they didn't have a tank. They were just kind of all over the place, and I stopped for a minute.
Well, they're casters, so they have to be interrupted and then brought back in. So those kind of do go all over the place a little bit.
Okay.
Because
All right.
Bramby and Medri have to move. They have to move close to Maru, then away from Maru, and then they got to get to him. So yeah, there will be a.
To clarify, those ads
Is
are
that an
being-
issue with not getting kicks off, or
No, we're not kicking them. That's what I was about to say. That's
we need to kick them to get them to the middle to begin with, but then after
is-
that point, it's not really an issue.
It is the shamans doing it. Melee do not kick those.
All right, just asking. That's all.
So I was just watching the video of that last poll, and that Void Sentinel or whatever spawned literally like back here. Where I'm jumping.
Yeah,
up and
that's
down.
what they do.
That's one of
Yep.
those spawn points.
And Sav was over here, so he literally pulled it right across the whole
Yeah,
ring.
that's where we told Sav he's gotta be 10 yards further back than what he was. Like, so then he runs around back, and then also if the hunters notice that if like Sav's back right and a Void spawns front left, like you could MD it to him, but then Sav still runs around the long way around, so then it gets MD'd to Sav in the right spot, if that's what needs to happen. But the key is you can't have that thing come through the raid. If it comes through the raid, it's white. So
If the positioning's right and he needs an MD, it won't go through the raid. It's super easy.
yeah, so we'll just make sure the sentinels are tanked on the back portion of the circle. Yeah, and if it does go through the raid and you're still alive, like Healthstone, but it should not go through the raid, obviously.
Just grab some mana. I'm gonna rebuff.
Dirty, is melee scrolling on these?
Yes.
Let's get it, boys. Step it up.
Okay, it's the fourth quarter. You gotta dig deep. You gotta.
Alright, ready to check it. Just you, Dirty.
Yes, good. Melee up, 5, 6, 7. Fucking it.
Yep. 40, 30.
10.
Saunders?
It's too close, Sav. It's too close.
40, 30, 20, 10, 8, 2.
Darkness in 5. Melee up, melee up. You need a little extra help on the humanoid.
Bonds up, so.
30, 20.
10, 5.
MD, this one's have run arm back.
MD.
I need. You have to go back for more humanoids.
Seb, why are you running towards the raid?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you can just
Totally
run
run
straight through.
Darkness?
Like there was no darkness. You could have just ran straight through Muru, Seb. Instead, you ran straight to the melee and killed us all. Like you gotta run around back if there's darkness, or straight through. Like
I mean, darkness was in 5 seconds, so maybe he saw that and decided to go around it, but either way, you should have went around the far side, not the close side.
That's what I was saying earlier. The habit never to put low on the front half. Always pass behind. There's never a good reason to pass in front.
you can never come within like 15 yards of the raid. If you do, it's a wipe. Like you should just never do that ever.
Quick question: does he go out of range on the outside of the circle?
No, he won't.
So no matter what, he should just always go outside the
I mean, he
circle.
won't
No matter what.
heal close to the circle.
Yeah, all the healers are stepping up to be close to the circle, so he won't even go out of range. He just needs to, you just gotta make sure you always go that way. And then the key is, like, right when you see the window, you start moving. Like, all you gotta do is get initial threat on the ads, you don't have to hold it. Like, all you gotta do is make them come to you at first, then the blizzard and the seeds will take care of it from there. Do you hear Pesh? Alright, group 3 needs mark. And then Goaty needs int. Alright, ready to check. Alright, Devo, are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Alright, here we go.
Focus.
Darkness in 5. Melee get out. Darkness 2 seconds.
70, 60, 50.
I saw that one, hands. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But I got you.
Melee in.
DPS on this voice center.
Ten, 5, 0.
Darkness in 5 seconds. Melee out. This is a humanoid wave we might need a little bit of help with.
DPS in the void. Pump the seeds into the fucking
80, 70, 60.
Moving back to Maru, boy.
40, 30,
Get the voice center down.
10,
Next humanoids incoming, please kill them.
Melee out. Melee out. Melee out.
Melee out. Darkness 2.
Hard DPS on these voice center. Need to catch up.
Still some
60, 50, 30, 20, 10.
Stack them up on Maru.
You don't need to go towards the voice center.
Yeah. You can pretty much stay in your spot, Sav. Like,
Why is it like the same thing every time with you, dude?
you don't need to run melee it, you exorcism it. Unless it spawns like right where you're supposed to be anyway. Like that time there was a spawn in the very back of the room and you went to melee it. You didn't need to.
Literally trying to DPS so there's less damage going out and you're running away with them. Just like let it come to you, dude. Like it's simple as that. Let it come to you. Don't let it go. Don't go to it. It's wiping us. Fucking said it so many fucking times.
Don't go to him. Train him.
Yeah, you should never have to leave that very rim of the circle. Like you should never have to leave it. Like within like a yard or two of the very rim of the circle. That's all you got to do. And the back of the circle too,
I've
never
been
the front.
trying to get real quick. I've been trying to get an idea of the flow of the fight when it comes to the melee, when it comes to the humanoids. And it seems like the first wave dies no problem. Second one we usually need a little bit of help with, but it usually dies no problem. The third one, if the second one went any bit slower than we expected to, the third one is hard for the tanks to generate threat on initially. And that one you need to be careful with. I saw Trip pulled aggro and died on that third wave because the tanks just didn't have enough threat on them at first.
In my opinion, it's second cooldown rotation. That's when the 2-minute cooldowns come up. I saw the same thing with the locks when I was watching on Twitch. The same thing. You guys got to be mindful of when you use your cooldowns. Just because we're the third wave in doesn't mean just use your fucking cooldowns relentlessly. You still have to wait for the tanks to get threat. Just be mindful. That's it. Just be mindful.
Threat is very sensitive on, especially the third wave, because by the time people are wanting to switch and are able to switch, the tanks are just then getting them into the
It's not just cooldowns that you pop. It's your trinket cooldowns. It's your passive cooldowns. You know, that's when my haste fucking trinket comes back up. You know what I mean? Gotta be mindful. So,
Can hunters help with the second or third wave? Is that what you guys want?
Are you on the Sentinel? If you are, stay
I'm
on.
on the
Gotta
Sentinel.
stay on the Sentinel. Yeah.
If we can make sure that the second wave is going down perfectly so that Brem doesn't have to say, guys, finish up these ads, then we should have no problem killing the third wave. Because we can have time for the tanks to pick them up, and then we can use our cooldowns to finish them off quickly.
Like Wix is on Sentinel, but like, do you want the other two hunters to help?
No.
No.
We cannot fall behind on the Sentinel, or we're dead.
And also,
so when
like,
we're
I don't want to put too much out at once at you, Sav, but you can also keep the Sentinels in the darkness just to help kill them. Like we did the first few times we were doing this. You don't need to keep them outside of the darkness for any reason.
Yeah, but then they were saying there's less uptime in the consecrate, so.
Well, the key isn't the Sentinels and the consecrate. It's the void spawns. So you can position him so he's in the consecrate. Then when he's at like 20%, you can move him very slightly. So then, like Peter was saying, like when he gets 30%, when the void sentinel gets like 30% or something like that, you slightly move him and make sure that
you push him to the back end of your consecrate.
Yeah, exactly. You put him to the back end of the consecrate, so all the ads have to run through. But while the void spawns at 30 or 40% plus health, you don't need to do that. Alright, so we need mark on everybody, intellect on group 3.
Dirty Bird, is when those ads come out, what's the timer on the shadow bullshit? Can the melee just go hit Maru instead? Like,
yeah,
so we have
definitely.
Yeah, just do that then. Like, just hit Maru instead. Don't fucking pull off aggro. Like, let 5 seconds pass, then start going back to the ads.
Yeah. I'll keep a close eye on it and call appropriately.
Okay, we're ready. Do a quick pull time.
Guys, let's focus on our ideals and let's fucking do it. Know your mechanics.
Pop and Jones first in group 3, okay? Just don't pop them.
Darkness in 5, melee up, melee up.
60, 50, 40.
Now you can move him, Sam. There you go.
10.
See him up.
Nicely done, Seth.
Real good.
Damage on the void, go.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Melee out, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Darkness.
D-Sav.
This one?
You missed it. MD.
Damn, he was in a good spot though. If he got the MD when it came out, it would have been
Yeah.
fine. Sav was in like the right spot still for an MD.
Yeah,
might have
that,
been
that
too far
one
for MD.
wasn't as tall, I think.
No, you just gotta make sure your head's on a swivel to see those guys coming out, because the void spawn was like out before you started moving. The void sentinel rather was out before you started moving. When you got what, like 7 seconds or something like that, or 5 seconds when that window pops up before it spawns.
So I will say, rule of thumb, put it this way: once it starts hitting the second and third, how our damage has been looking, you're gonna have to stay there, Sav, until they're like basically dead. So if it's on the other side of the room, call for an MD. Like, don't be use the MDs. There's no fucking reason why you don't need to call for it. Like, help yourself to help us. Use them. If it's across the room, call for it. If it's on the same side of the room, exorcism it. Save the MDs for when you are out of position and the ads are not dead yet.
I called for MD.
And
this
even
time.
the ads, as long as you you know, just go right on the edge of the void thing, we can all hit them. So you can move with the ads on you. It's just give it, let them in. Yeah.
What's the cooldown of exorcism, by the way, Sav?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay. So is that enough for you to
Sorry,
have one
it's,
for each?
It's 15. It's 15 actually.
15. Okay, but so that's short enough for you to have one for each.
Yeah,
thing,
it's 45 seconds on a void sentinel.
Okay.
If it's just in a shitty spot like that, man, and there's a lot of voids, because it's what it seems like what our big issue is meeting the check between the second humanoid phase and then the second void sentinel. That's where our big problem's happening, and it's only ever been good when the void sentinel is spawning on your side. So use MDs. It's the best way that's gonna help you. Have it just come to you. You don't have to fucking move. You can just sit in your constant grip.
Yeah, I mean that's what I suggested when we first started doing it, but then we decided to just keep the MDs for like far spawns or something.
I mean, it does make sense that in any time where a void sentinel spawns directly next to the raid, an MD should go out. Just makes perfect sense to me.
Be situational.
Well, it just depends on where Sab is. If the void spawns next to the raid on the right and Sab's already on the right, he's fine. He can grab it up. He can pick it up. But if Sab's on the right and a void sentinel spawns next to the raid on the left, well then MD it like automatically. Somebody should.
I mean, at this point, we're not really using MDs for anything else, are we? Like, we're not using them for the humanoids, as far as I'm aware. So why not just chain MDs on him to each of them? Because if it's a 45-second cooldown, then we'll have one up for each one with 3 hunters, right?
MD's 2-minute cooldown, but
Yeah, but we
and
have
we
3 hunters,
really,
right?
Yeah,
but
we can't
eventually
just
we really want to chain the MDs in phase 2 to to Medri.
Okay, but we're not getting there yet. So just in order to help Sav, like we can, and by which point we'll have 1, maybe 2 up by the time.
Yeah, I'm only suggesting that it's the 2 voids that spawn directly next to the raid that probably a good portion of the time we're going to want to MD those. So maybe just in general, hunters, keep your eyes open. Sav, keep your eyes open. If you see a void spawn right next to the raid, that's when we're going to want an MD. The rest of them are pretty much fine. It's only the 2 right next to the raid where we're going to want an MD.
Wait, MD
let's
order,
do it.
please. MD order, please, so we don't have just like hunters overlapping.
The hunters are calling it in the hunter group. They're on it.
Sounds good. Sounds good, man.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to misdirect it when it spawns right next to the raid, but that's gonna be when it might be.
If he is completely a 180 across the room, MD his ass. So
Yeah.
That's gonna
Yep.
be tested.
Yeah, I don't think we need to MD every one. It's just if it's on the opposite side of the room, MD it. Done.
Let's go. Let's pull this shit.
Let's leave it at if Sav is far away from it, do it.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
give group
yeah.
5 Mark.
Keep the ass
Sorry, not
pushing
Mark
it.
Fort. And also just real, I know that, well, I know this is a little bit frustrating, but every guild has pulled this like over 100 times, like 150, 200 times. So this is all part of the process with this boss, unfortunately. So we're all learning.
Struggle is real. Learn to live with it.
But the vibes are high. The vibes are high. The vibes are high.
Vibes are high. The vibes are high.
All right, here we go.
Vibes are low. No, the vibes are high. The vibes are high. The vibes are high.
Drum it,
Vibes are high.
babe. Drum it, babe.
Mark's too drunk.
Darkness in 5.
60, 40, 30,
Can you rest?
10,
Are you getting him?
This one.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, perfect,
Nice.
Sav. Perfect.
Exactly how you wanted it. I pumped this voice in. He's gonna pump it.
60,
Careful.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 5.
Darkness in 5. Darkness is melee out.
Next year on your left.
Same spot, Sav.
I've got this one.
Pump the void. Help on the ads.
60, 50, 10,
10.
MD the next one.
Kill
Yeah,
the
MD
humanoids.
next one, Sav. Go around back. Go around back, Sav. Go around
Please,
back.
humanoids,
now.
humanoids, humanoids, humanoids.
This one you got. Okay.
Void again.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Definitely falling behind on humanoid.
Yeah, we need to switch the humanoids locks.
Sav, we don't need to go that far back.
Measure, bring them into Maru.
There, that's the voids. Still some voids up.
Kick these rain.
15.
Dead.
5.
Back up,
Yeah,
Sav.
that time, Sav, you moved again a little bit, and then
Yeah,
you took
I
the
couldn't find
void
the
spawns
portal.
out of our range. You took
I
the
couldn't
void
find the-
spawns out of our range.
I couldn't find the portal anywhere. I was looking for it.
Okay. I'm just saying that's why they were still up, because you took them out of our range to be able to seed and everything.
I don't know how the hell we're gonna make up that damage.
Only 2 up, but
What? Having Trip die on the first cleave
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
helpful.
rough. Yeah, die.
Just gotta be careful.
I mean,
All
at
right,
the
let's
same
get,
time,
let's get in one more pull, guys. So get back quickly.
Melee, you gotta see, even if the void is gone, if there's still humanoids at 20% health. You gotta stay on the humanoids. We gotta kill. I know we gotta kill Muru, but you gotta kill the humanoids until the tank brings them into Muru. It's a big difference. The locks are preoccupied. They can't, do AoE at all times. Also, there were, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 separate rounds that there were ranged casters just sitting there casting on Branby and Medri, and no one was kicking. I was literally intercepting them, kicking them myself. We got to make sure those are on them.
The only time that they need to be intercepted is if they're outside. So, like that last one in particular, it was outside.
Right. I was all over it, but it happened twice to Medri, I feel like.
It's not a big deal if they sit in the middle because they get cleaved, and like mine, I Sparrow Flecked every third cast or so.
It is a big deal because it switches to Trip or I, and we die instantly.
Well, that's because you kick it, so it switches to one of you guys.
Well, no. Threat cleave-wise, it needs to be kicked so you can get threat with it in melee range. Gotta make sure those are on the tanks ASAP.
Does anyone know on that last, not the last set that came out, but we know when we were falling behind, were trinkets back up then? Does anyone know? Pots of trinkets?
Yeah, trinkets, 2-minute cooldowns usually come up within by the third.
Just pop in there.
Yeah, I use my 2-minute cooldown on the third Sentinel.
I mean, should we be using 2-minute cooldowns on Muru or waiting for cleave? Because I'm using them on cleave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
As a melee, use them on cleave.
Yeah, it's all cleave. Always use them on cleave. Start, you just pop it on Maru because it's like really slow at the start. But
Well, no, I don't pop them on Muru. I wait till the first cleave session, then I pop them. I mean, we're doing drums 100% of the time, but yeah, I pop cooldowns once Medri gets threat. Give him a couple seconds when he's in the middle, like 3 or 4 seconds, and then, that's when I start going hard. Once Branby brings him in, that's when I pop my haste potions and use my Blood Fury.
You guys might just want to cleave off the caster. It dies extremely fast. Because like
Yeah.
Branby have talked about this, we don't put like nearly any threat into that mob. I do spell reflect threat. And, our cleave is 2 targets. So.
Like I'll put a big heap of threat into it at the beginning on the pull. So like what I do is I let it get to me, I stun it, I put in a couple big hits on it, and then I run away. And then I'll occasionally passively tab to it, but otherwise I'm not actively doing anything to it.
Just curious, what do you guys think if the downtime when the Sentinel is not up? Should the hunters be helping with the ads, with the humanoids over?
They can do,
DPS and
sure. I mean, probably better on Muru, but if they've multi-shot off Muru.
Yeah, that's what we do in Plan B. But the problem is, if I help with the ads, like I miss some Sentinel calls.
I mean, once the humanoids are dead, I'm auto-shotting Muru. I don't see a problem. I don't think they need to help us on the ads. It's just a matter of using cooldowns at the right time. It seems like it's a threat issue, not a damage issue, in my opinion. It seems like people are using cooldowns, 4 minutes in at the wrong time.
And then if Medri and I can kind of get the ads, once the darkness goes away and we have time to do so, we can go back into stack on Muru and cleave again.
Yeah, that'll be very big.
I think you and Medri are doing a great job. I think it's the DPS that are fucking up.
I think that we should try it where
more.
the hunters are helping when the Sentinel is down. Just this pull, having them help out with the.
Wait, I'll call out the voice sentinel. Okay, you can just focus on doing whatever.
All right, Cheesy and Jeff, are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
You good, Cheesy? Okay, here we go.
Hands down.
I gave him Soulstone.
You gonna take the Soulstone, Hansi?
Stayla, take the soul stone instead of talking.
Pretty sure I gave
I
him
was waiting.
No need to wait, just take it.
Here, resalve on him.
Darkness in 5.
Yes, self.
%. Yep. Dead now.
See this one? Where is it?
Did pump damage to Sentinel. No, let's go quick.
Darkness 3, 2. Darkness
30%.
You don't have to MD this one. I have this one also.
Dying now. Help on that. Help on that. Keep opening the voice Sentinel.
No, I got this one. I see it.
30%. 20.
Need help on ads, guys.
Nine now. Seed.
Darkness now, darkness now.
Yeah, lost just 5. Is that 30%? We're falling away.
20, 10,
MD this and go back, Seth. Go around back. Go around back.
100.
That was like our best attempt yet, and I mean it was a good attempt. We were keeping up with the ads at least, with 3 people
And
dead.
3 dead, yeah.
Still a sentinel up. I can't really move to the back, but
Yeah,
Good
that one
time.
was just screwed. I mean,
Yeah,
we had too
they-
many people dead. We fell too far behind because 3 people were dead.
I think that was good. Couple good pulls there. Took stuff away from. Good learning, hopefully.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to focus on optimizing our DPS while not pulling aggro. I mean, as long as we can keep getting to that 3rd or 4th wave, well, I think it's like 3rd that's given us some trouble where we start falling behind. We
Yeah.
just learn to optimize our DPS and we get there every time. We'll get past it next week for sure. So
Eventually get to the 4th and 5th, 6th, 7th. Inch along.
I mean, to be
Eventually,
honest,
once we really get the flow of the battle in terms of how much DPS we're to allocate it, we should be able to get to phase 2.
I mean, I still haven't gotten as hard as I can. That was the hardest I've gone since we've been doing Muru progression for the past 3 weeks, and that's the first time I pull aggro, and I still can't even go like 80%, 70% without pulling aggro. I did. I pulled off Branby.
Resisted and everything. Okay.
No, I pulled off Branby. I pulled 2 ads off Branby.
His threat's gonna be weaker. On my mobs, nobody's ever gotten near. Except for like when there's situations.
I know. I'm just going soft. I'm saying it just
Yeah,
sucks, man.
that's what we have to do.
You should see a doctor about that, dude.
Hey, I'm pretty sure they make a pill for that, Hansy.
You dirty bird. You dirty bird.
Bramby. Bram, can you
Yeah,
make me
it
some
wasn't.
storm
It was.
drops?
It wasn't
Yeah.
anything direct versus you, Medri, or any tank in general. It's just.
No, on
it's
that pull,
difficult.
yeah, you got aggro off me because I got a couple parries in there and I didn't.
Hey, Medri whispered me, said go as hard as you can, and I popped
No, that's
scrolls.
fine. That's fine.
You want me to go hard, man? I'm gonna go hard, and I'm in tier 5 gear. It's difficult, and I'm
Bramby
very
has a
good
bit
with.
of a harder time generating threat on them, but For me, at least, once I pull them in, you shouldn't ever.
I know, like I said, that's the first time in our entire Muru progression that I've ever pulled threat. It's because I wanted to test it, and that just shows. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. I'm taking my time. I'm not trying to be a douche and be like, oh, let me pull thread, do as hard as I can. No, I'm leveling it out, but I just want to make sure we're on the same plane.
Yeah, we just got to keep getting there. I mean, if we keep getting to that third wave, we'll figure out how to. We'll figure out how much damage we need, where to split it, everything like that. That's just going to be the key, is constantly getting there now. And then we'll get past that, and then we'll constantly get to phase 2, and then we'll have this. I mean, like I said before, I don't think any guild has spent any less than like 10 or 11 full raid days on this. And most of them are not having weren't at least up until maybe this week or last week, having an easy time in phase 1 even. So there's a lot of learning everybody's got to do.
Very delicate fight, DPS wise.
Yeah, pretty sure that German guild that killed it today said like Muru part 12. Is this actually going to be the time on their stream? So like 12 full days or some shit like that they spent on it.
Who did?
Faraband killed it today.
Oh wow.
And then Plan B's probably spent equally as many days on it too. And they raid 4 hours a day, so even more than us. So they've probably spent 40 hours on this boss or something like that.
I wonder how Beast is coming along.
Beast is like where we are. They're making it like 2.5 minutes into the fight. Last time I checked.
That like 40 or something like that percent.
Yep.
So kind of around the same spot, a little bit further.
Yep. We just got to get there quick. Clear 4 of 6 next week, and then on Thursday just leave off right where we left off, or start right where we left off today. Not have to relearn the stuff for 5 or 10 pulls first.
Well, at least we got a sun mode too.
Oh yeah. Marks.
Can you give me max for? Audrey?
What?
How many did you give me max for?
47.
Because I had a couple in here as well myself, so just checking to make sure.
Yeah, I need to go farm again.
Yeah, same.
Those things are really big when my Thunderclap resist. It snaps the mob.
Yeah, it's super helpful.
But sometimes it shoots the caster. It's really nice.
How lucky were you getting with lightning eels the other day?
Oh, the drop rate shit. Dog shit. Like sub 10%.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Winter spring was my best time, and I went around the time when it said that it was supposed to be like 30%, and it seemed like the drop rate was not quite 30%, but better than 10%. I got a stack within like maybe I don't know, like an hour, maybe a little bit more.
I still don't know what the good times are. Online says all 3 times, and I've gone there, and I don't know, it's weird. What do you think the good time is?
Between noon and 6 p.m. server time.
I don't know, I was fishing the other day, and when noon rolled around, I stopped getting any fish at all. Might change zone to zone.
Pro tip: if you're having trouble catching fish, try using a different bait.
Is there anything better than these sharpened fish hooks?
Nah, not really.
I said.
What's Hansy's favorite kind of bait?
Jailbait.
The master kind.
Brandon, did you get twos or threes yet? Sneaky's coming on.
I need like 2 games or something like that for twos. But honestly, I don't really give a shit at this point.
2 games? I can do 2 real quick as well.
You guys want to add a hunter?
I'll need people for threes. Sure.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Yo, Sneaky. Oh, I'm not on PvP channel.
Ooh, time to get World Buster Raid tomorrow. Fuck my life.
Nice.
I don't know when I fucking muted my mic, but fuck it, dude.